All right, well, welcome to Keltia. This is a prelude for a episodic campaign that I will be running using the Kelty role-playing game by Cubicle 7, actually from the French company Circle 7, I believe it's what they're called. But it was translated into English by Cubicle 7, which they no longer do. So there were 2 books that came out for Keltia, the role-playing game. And this is a very similar to the role-playing game Yggdrasil. If anybody out there has played that, it's a Viking game. Although the Keltia role-playing game is set primarily in Britannia, this game is actually set in Francia. The reason it's set in Francia is a couple different reasons, but most importantly, for those who have seen previous videos on this channel, you will see a character that you might be a little familiar with, Bjarni. And Bjarni is from our old retired Pendragon campaign that was run by a former member of Blades and Blasters that is no longer with us. But we thought that the character was cool enough for him to get a story in the future, and so with me wanting to run Keltia and for us wanting to see Bjarni in action again, here we are. This current game is a prelude and just a little taste of Keltia, and we're going to be testing out some macros and random stuff like that in this game. So without further ado, let's get going here. So currently, you are in the city of Cologne, in what used to be called Germania, and this is currently a part of the Frankish kingdom, Francia, and the date is 485, and currently there's been a lot of conflict in Francia and surrounding regions on the continent, in the mainland of Europe. Primarily in Francia itself, the main problems are to do with not only outside influences against Francia, such as Saxony and the Visigoths and so on, and Rome for that matter, but also within itself. Francia is not a whole kingdom by any stretch of the imagination currently. There are several Frankish kings, both petty and more important, and the greatest of the kings is likely Clovis the First. Clovis the First is currently campaigning throughout Francia itself, and there is a rump state of Rome still remaining called Soissons, and that might be a butchered pronunciation of the French for that area, but that area will come into play later. Like I say, you are in the northeast part of Francia in what is today Cologne, Germany. And we will begin. The reason you both are here is mostly coin. You both are generally swords for hire at this current time, and there was a battle nearby between Saxony and the local Frankish king, Frederick. Duke Frederick is his name. He is the mayor / duke of this area of Cologne, and you fought on the side of the Franks and repelled the Saxons from Saxony, which is not too far away. So you're currently in this area for that reason, and you had fought together in those armies. Move you over here. Let me move your tokens out. So, feel free to roleplay. You're at wherever you would like to be in this fairly large city. Go ahead and take it away.
Tavern sounds good to me.
Yeah, I figured. I didn't want to assume now.
So, Bjarni would, after the combat, would be tearing into a few meals as befits a man his size. For those of you that are new to Bjarni, Bjarni is people think he's half giant or half ogre. Essentially, he's around 7 feet tall, over 300 pounds, and has quite an appetite. So he's probably eating this poor tavern out of house and home right now, just eating whole chickens to himself, and drinking lots of ale.
And Bertolf, while I don't really know a lot about the character, I am new to this, unlike Ghost's Bjarni. What I can do is read the bio and info here.
Or just make up what you want. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, this is just a pre-gen character, so feel free to flesh them out any way you feel like it.
So for starters, then, I'll go ahead and keep with what's here then, and then flesh him out as we go. So Bertolf was born in Paris 30 years ago. He was born to a landed family that were able to apprentice him to a warrior of some renown within the Frankish king's army. Bertolf, while a man of born to means, followed his master across Francia and beyond, always fighting for his keep. His master died some 10 years ago, and Bertolf has continued his road of war for coin, never looking back. At some point, his family migrated west to Brittany and long lost contact. So he has not been in contact with his family, and through his adventures as a mercenary for hire now, has come across Bjarni and has fought side by side with him, where he finds himself today in this town and in this tavern, just kind of in awe, watching Bjarni eagerly and greedily devour chickens by the whole. Food just kind of gnashing in his mouth, and Bertolf shakes his head and orders an ale. And as he orders the ale, he looks over to Bjarni. That's another fight down.
Aye, and another chicken as well. Are you sure you don't want some of this?
No, I think I will have a smaller portion than you, Bjarni. But I will have drink.
Could tear off a wing for you.
Well, maybe just a wing.
There's a spirit. I'll take a wing off and hand it to Bertolf. And be careful, you don't want to choke on the bone.
No. Definitely don't want to choke on the bone. But I will have a strong ale to wash it down. In the meantime, we should eat and rest. We don't know what tomorrow brings.
I intend to.
So as you continue to drink your fill and get into your cups a little bit, behind you stands a man in chain and a pot helm, kind of like looking down at you, and nods, and another man walks in, similarly dressed, and he's like, "I'm here for the giant. You fought under Duke Frederick, did you not?"
Aye, that was me. What can I do for you?
Well, the Duke seems to have given you a favor, wished to talk to you and your friend here. Bertolf, is it?
Aye, it's Bertolf.
Bertolf the Brave. He's a brave one.
And I hold my tankard up as he says that and take a swig.
Well, I can't judge that. Wasn't on the field, but all I know is the Duke wishes to see you. Don't delay too long.
Oh, Of course not, sir. Finish my chicken and we'll be right over.
He kind of looks at the table and sees the carcasses of the chicken that you have devoured. And
Chickens.
yeah, chickens. And he says, well, how long is that going to be? I see you have quite the appetite.
I'll usually only have 3 chickens. This is chicken number 3. Have no worries, sir. I'll be there shortly.
And he looks at the other person next to him, and they kind of like give each other kind of a startled look, and he turns
the man
back
just
and
fought a
nods.
hard-fought battle. Let him finish his chicken.
Very well, finish your chicken. You know where to go. The hold fast, of course. And he kind of
thank
steps
you,
back and turns and departs, leaving you to discuss what might come.
Did you hear that, Garny? Looks like they've taken a liking to you, seeing a giant out on the battlefield.
I didn't think I did as well this time. I was clumsy today.
The enemy have dead men by your hand. Many dead men by your hand. That always stands out to leaders.
True enough. Wonder what he could be wanting us for, though. Don't think the Saxons have come back that fast.
I'm sure it's probably a mission that we may never come back from, but for good coin and ale, might be worth it.
Oh, no need to talk like that, Berto. We always come back.
Aye, but if we say we always come back, one day we won't.
Oh, I'll carry you back if I have to. And I slap him on the back real hard.
I hold my tankard up. I'll drink to that then.
And then I finish my chicken, and whenever he's done with his ale, we'll leave.
Okay. All right. So you head towards the Holdfast in this town. You've never actually been there before, but as you get there, you see it has a large wooden wall that surrounds it, and it's on top of a hill. It's the Bailey and Mott type of Holdfast, and you cross over the bridge and walk on in. You pass several soldiers and passerbys and whatnot, and they lead you pretty much directly to the main building, which you are expected, so you're just kind of ushered inside. Inside, it's a place of fair amount of wealth, but you notice a lot of furs and leathers and that sort of thing draped about, as this place can be cold in the winter. It is sometime in the fall right now. And a man, tall and thin, comes out to greet you. "Ah!" And he looks up at Bjarni, seemingly not really used to looking up at someone. And he's like, "Yeah, the giant must have arrived." And he gives a slight bow.
True enough.
Bjarni, he just bowed to you, like you're some kind of royalty.
Oh, no need to bow for me, sir. I'm just a man-at-arms. Well, I will tell you, though, the bridge on the way in is a bit rickety.
Aye, you should get someone out to work on that right now. You know what? Maybe you should go work on that right now.
He looks between you two. "I'm just the seneschal, sirs. I am here to greet you for the Duke."
Oh, well.
See, he greets people. He doesn't fix bridges. Don't bother him, Berto. We're happy to meet the Duke whenever you're ready, sir.
He extends his hand through the hallway and, "Follow me, then."
As we're walking down the hall, I kind of lean over and whisper to Bjarni, "Don't know that I've ever met a man who can't swing a hammer."
Well, maybe he can swing it, but chooses not to. He's dressed pretty fancy.
Aye.
And he kind of looks over his shoulder, like hearing what you're saying, but doesn't really respond. And he kind of steps to the side as the hallway kind of juts out in one area, and just that way. The Duke will see you.
Oh, but the ceilings are so low down there, I might hit my head. Oh, I'm gonna try to duck under some of the beams.
Yeah, so it is fairly low to the ground, right? But you're able to duck under the beams and stand up again, and you see on a sitting in a high backed chair is this figure in front of you who you assume is the Duke. And the Duke stands up and, you are a large one. I had seen you on the battlefield, but it was a ways away. How did you come to serve in my army? For coin, no doubt.
I would of course kneel for whatever that's worth.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bertolf would look over at him and look a little confused, and they, oh, yeah. And then kneel along with him.
Aye, my Duke. Well, see, we were just in the area. There was a battle prior that I got washed downstream from, and, well, I likes to fight, and here I am. Or there I was earlier in your battle, my Duke.
And he just kind of looks over to Bertolf, and he's like, what about you?
Well, I find that I stay alive longer the longer I follow this big guy around. So I fought alongside him. The coin doesn't hurt either.
He just kind of smiles. And, alright, I imagine so. Why don't you guys roll eloquence?
Eloquence it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Where do I find that?
9 combat skills.
Yeah, but you can't roll it there.
So
I gotta fix that. I guess I don't have a.
So is it not in non-combat skills?
It is. It just tells you what your skill is. But I need to do a macro that's all skills or whatever.
1d10 plus 0.
Is that what it is?
That's what mine is. Unless you I think you have a 2 in
no, my eloquence on here says
from.
My eloquence on here says 0.
Well, it's just the plus that you get. You still roll a base skill for it. So it'd be, I think, right? And don't correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep. And so basically, the way it works is you don't have a set attribute to a set skill necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if you click on first thing I would do is click characteristics. Okay. Characteristics will tell you what all your attributes are. You have 9 attributes: strength, vigilance, agility, intellect, perception, tenacity, charisma, communication, and instinct. I think this is charisma. So, based on what your charisma is, what is your charisma?
So 2.
So roll 2d10, and that would be your roll. If you have no skill in eloquence, then you don't add anything.
So it's just okay. So the D10s are based on the base stat.
Yes.
Okay.
And what's our I'm assuming our target number is higher than
14. 14. It's basic. So he looks at Bjarni and he's like, "You have a Strings accent." He kind of rubs his chin.
Well, I'm not from around here. I come. That's now just before I go too far. If I still come from across the sea.
Yeah, you're still from Britain. Yeah.
Well, if I can be completely honest, my Duke, I'm from Britain. I was in a combat here some time ago, and, well, it went poorly for us, and I've been stranded here.
I see. And do you wish to return to your island? Kind of looks like sidelong.
I don't rightly know. I haven't given it too much thought. Just been busy trying to collect coin and fight and just living day to day. Not much left for me back there. A little bit of family, but they'll get by without me for now.
Well, I do have a bit of work for you, and I could perhaps see that you were on a ship back to Britannia if that is what you desired. Although I could use your sword arm and my army.
Well, I must say, I do miss home sometimes.
Well, let me give you the offer, and then, or the task, and you should tell me what you would want in return. And he looks at both you and he says, the reason I am asking just the two of you is because, well, two reasons. Practically, it is easier to go where you're going without a large army or even a smaller army. And for secrecy, I assume that nothing I say to you today will be shared with others.
Of course not, sir.
You've got our word. We're not going to say a thing to anyone. And he nudges Barney. Not a word.
Aye.
He looks a little unsure, but then kind of shakes his head and turns over and he's like, Greta, come out here. There are two men I need you to meet. And a young, comely woman walks out from essentially the shadows from behind his chair, likely in a little waiting room. And she's wearing a green gown, and she nods to you, and he's like, this is my only daughter, Greta. And he's like, this is Bjarni and Bertolf, warriors under my employ. And
Bertolf tries to kneel even more than he's kneeling now. Oi, Greta.
And she's Bertolf, you can tell she's kind of like not paying attention to you because she's looking in horror at Bjarni. Like true, unabashed horror. Just like staring at him. And he's like, daughter, don't be rude.
And Bjarni kind of like catches her looking at him in horror like that.
Yeah.
And he looks at her, and then he looks at him, and he looks at her, and he looks at him. Oh, young girl, don't be afraid of him.
Oh, yes, my dude. I'm sorry. My visage can be trying for some. Sorry, dear Greta. I apologize for my appearance.
He might be ugly as a corpse, but he's the best man you're ever going to meet.
And he smiles and the Duke smiles and puts a hand on Greta's shoulder. Now, daughter, do not be afraid, as they said. These men, well, I'm going to offer them coin or reward in some way to deliver you to Marcel. And she gives this slight smile. Let's see.
Empathy? Because we're gonna tear that up.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an empathy roll off of communication. No, instinct.
Right.
Instinct. Let's do instinct.
Okay.
Whoa,
I got a chance on that one.
Instinct?
Hey.
Yeah, instinct.
Didn't hit it, but hey.
Is that INS?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh man,
20.
does anybody have any skill in empathy?
I don't.
Where would I see that? Where would I
So
find that?
so you
Click
find
on
that
non-combat skills.
non-combat skills.
I don't.
Oh, that I rolled earlier. Non-combat skills. Let's see. Empathy 0. Nope.
Okay. So she kind of gives a slight smile and he says, "The problem is Marcel lives in a small town. He's a count. The town is called Degancé. It is a few miles from here, but with all the Saxons about, I worry for my daughter's safety. But, as I said, she needs to be delivered without anyone knowing where she is going."
I can see how a large army would create too much disturbance. It would be obvious where she's going.
Yes, I do not want to move troops for this. This is a personal matter.
Oh, well, escort mission, you can trust us. Get her there safe and sound.
He nods and he says, "Well, I believe payment should be in order. I am offering 2 silver each."
Did you say 2 silver each to transport your most beloved daughter where she needs to go unharmed? Is that what she's worth? 2 silver each?
Berto.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and roll commerce. Commerce intellect.
You see why we're still fighting is because we can't do anything else.
Is that
Intellect is INT.
Is that COM?
No, it's
Intellect, yeah.
You got a chance on this one. You have 3 intelligence, so you get to, I think it's 3D keep 2?
Yeah, 3D10 keep 2.
Yeah. So you're going to keep 2 highest. Well.
Well, and after Bajarni kind of scolds Bertolf, he immediately backs down. Oh, no, yeah, 2 silver. That's perfect. That's excellent.
The Duke
can get
kind
far with 2 silver.
Yes, I know, and he kind of like raises his hand for you to be quiet. He's like, "And Marcel will pay you something when you arrive, likely the same amount."
Oh, well, you should have led with that.
Well, you began speaking before I could finish.
Forgive me, Duke. Forgive me, and I bow my head even further. I apologize.
You have a loose tongue. I hope it is not going to get you into trouble one day, Bertolf.
I'm simply impetuous. I am sorry, sir.
Oh, no worries, Duke. I'll take good care of Berto. He takes good care of me. No worries. We'll make sure she gets there. 2 silver. Sounds good.
2 silver now and 2 silver later. Okay. We'll go.
He does the whole like pinch the bridge of his nose thing, right? And
clearly regretting his choice.
Yeah.
If you weren't 7 feet tall, I would just get in your table.
He turns back to Bjarni and well, and your trip back to Britannia. I could book passage for you in lieu of one of the silver.
And I would think about it. You know, I would like to go home if you would be so kind.
Very well. And
Bertolf shoots him a look. He snaps his head over to the left. You're going to go home?
Your family to take care of. My sister that misses me.
You haven't been home. How do you know she misses you?
Hazard a guess.
No, that might be a good guess. Well, oh, okay then.
And he's like basically got the coin purse for each. Basically, he tosses a small purse to each of you. They're not in silvers; they're in the pennies, right? So
Fancy.
Yeah, there's more of them, but broken denominations are broken up because you wouldn't pay for hardly anything with the silver.
Yeah.
So Bertolf holds the coin purse up and kind of like he's weighing it, kind of like shaking his hand. Aye, that feels like 2 silver.
You knew it would be, Berto. Oh, tie the coin purse off to my waist, or just put it in a bigger one.
Yeah.
Bigger bag.
So he says, "Very well. You may leave at once whenever Greta is ready to travel." And she nods and, without a word, leaves. And kind of awkwardly sitting in front of the Duke as you're waiting, and she eventually comes back out, and she has like a walking stick and a pack, and more of like a hood and cloak now. And she pulls the hood up over her head and nods to her father, and he nods to her back, and he's like, "Do me proud, child." And then he looks to you, and you'll protect her with your lives, or your lives will be forfeit.
Of course, my Duke. It will be done.
Aye, we'll protect her with our lives.
And you head towards the exit of Cologne, and she basically states, "I know the way, you can follow me."
All right, little one. We'll follow your lead, my lady.
And she kind of looks at you and looks away a little bit and walks out the gate. And as you're leaving, this man approaches, and he kind of like bars your way just a little bit, and he's like, "Oi, look at this pretty one."
Bertolf immediately steps forward and just kind of gets between Greta and him. Is it Greta or Gerta?
Greta.
Oh, Greta. Gets between Greta and him and pushes him back and said, "You better watch your place. This is no one for you to be talking to or even looking at. Go back to what you're doing."
Why not? She looks nice.
Doesn't matter if she looks nice to you. She's got no business with you, and you've got no business with her.
I'm gonna walk over and put my hand on the guy's shoulder and look down at him. Say, "Come now, sir. Don't give us any trouble now. Just clear the way."
Alright, go ahead and roll intimidation. Strength intimidation would be fine for Bjarni, and probably communication intimidation for Bertolf.
So that is 2.
Local man not feeling it. Somewhat scared.
Yeah, I'm not even going to roll.
That's fine. One second, guys. Yeah, he quickly backs away and like throws his hands up, and he's like, of course, no problem, just saw a pretty lady.
And Bertolf puffs his chest out. I thought you'd see it my way. And then he turns and he looks at Bjarni, and he kind of like nudges him with his elbow in his gut a little bit. Did you see that? He ran away at the first sign of trouble. I told him what he could do.
Aye, that he did, Berto. Well done. And pat him on the head, and then.
Okay. So you make your way out, and eventually you are down. You start to walk through these small valleys and past a very thick groves of trees and whatnot. And Greta kind of stops and she says, I need to ask you gentlemen a favor.
Aye, what is it?
Well, you see, I do not wish to go to Degahanse, as my father had requested. I wish that you might take me somewhere else.
I'm sorry, my lady. Say that again?
Somewhere else. I know a place, but when we get there, it won't be what you expect.
What exactly do you mean, somewhere else?
Another place. Well, not really a town, a camp. I have friends there.
By somewhere else and another place, do you mean not where we're supposed to take you?
She looks between you and she's like, yes.
So, help me understand this, lass. Another place, somewhere different.
Yes.
And then he looks at Bjarni. I don't think I understand this, lass.
Well, she wants us to take her someplace else. Why do you want us to do this?
Well, you do not know this Marcel, but he is a loathsome man. And I am to be betrothed to him. And I would rather not, quite simply.
I wouldn't want to marry someone I didn't like either.
He is a Christian.
Oh, God.
She kind of shakes her head. The gods do not look kindly on such marriages.
And she's pagan, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's what, yeah, I mean, that's what it sounds like.
I don't know, but I like silver, but I don't like to displease the gods. Especially not by helping facilitate a marriage between a Christian man and a pagan lass. Just seems wrong.
Wait a second here. I'm confused. Did she say she wants us to take her somewhere different than where her father said to take her?
But I think that's been established.
Oh.
She looks at Berto and she says, "If you're worried about the payment, I believe I can help with that."
No, the payment I'm not worried about, miss. I appreciate my head attached to my shoulders. That's what I appreciate. That's what I'm concerned about. Do you know our life is forfeit if we take you somewhere other than your father has asked us to take you?
I did not hear him say that. He said if I came to harm, then your lives were forfeit.
I'm assuming that if we don't deliver you, he may also add that onto the contract. Your father seemed the man to do so.
And what about your family, Bjarni? You said you had to get back there. You have a sister, right? Is that what you said? A sister? Yes, a sister. Who is anticipating your arrival at some time. She misses you dearly.
Well, the Duke said that it would cost 1 silver to arrange passage. I've got 1 silver, and check the bag.
Do you think the Duke would allow that to happen if we did not deliver his daughter where he asked us to?
Not if he doesn't know where I'm boarding the ship. Not much he could do about it, I would say. More than one ship goes to Britain.
Yeah, she nods and then she says, "It would be several days before my father learned of anything. He could be well away."
Oh, this is a test. This is a test. And I don't know that I'm prepared to take this test.
I don't know, Berto. I mean, it's easy to kill people and fight in battles, but it's not always easy to do the right thing. And, I don't know. I'm pat my belly. My gut's telling me that it's the right thing. Take this little one where she wants to go.
Is it the right thing, though? Is it, Johnny? Is it the right thing? How do we know it's the right thing? Because your gut that's full of chicken carcasses is telling you it's the right thing?
I don't know that the chicken's got anything to do with it, but yes.
God's damn. I know the chickens have nothing to do with it. Listen, lass. Your father asked us to take you to one place, and you're asking us to take you to another place. I hope you understand the pressure that puts on us.
I do.
And what is it you're willing to do to help compensate that?
She kind of steps back and she puts a hand over her mouth and she's, "Whatever you do, you mean, sir?"
Oh, quit covering your mouth like I've asked something horrible. I'm not asking for flesh.
Jesus Christ.
This girl's probably 13, by the way.
That's 485. Age don't matter.
Yeah, that's right.
Edit that out.
Yeah, and
Didn't hear that.
And at 13, she was ripe.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Okay, now.
Anyway,
Continuing on.
1, 2, 3.
She looks at you
What
kind of like,
compensation can we get for this?
"Well, as I said, I believe I will be able to match your 2 silver that my father would have given, or that Marcel would have given you, if he would have given you anything. I don't think that is guaranteed. He is a stingy man, from what I have heard."
We were guaranteed 2 silver.
"That is not what I heard. I heard my father
1 now
say..."
and 1 upon delivery. That's what we were told.
She shakes her head. "I do not believe that is what was said."
I think we were supposed to get 2 then, and then 2 later.
That's it. That's what it was. It was 2 now and 2 later. 4 silver.
"Yes, 4 silver, but he did not guarantee the last 2. He said he believed that he would give you those. I don't know if that's true. My father won't care about you getting paid once I'm there."
She's
Oh,
got
well,
a
that's
point.
just rude then.
Well, we're just commoners, Berto. I don't think they care much about us, to be completely honest.
Well, I'm not a complete commoner. I was born of land. I might fight for coin now, and it's been a lot of years since I've been on my land, but to call me a commoner is a great misunderstanding and a
Now she does the nose pinch as you're
do to
speaking.
me. How dare they?
And she said, "Well, it's your decision then. You shouldn't just be standing out here."
Well, listen, Giant. I've had great luck following you. I will follow you wherever you decide to go. If you think love is the most important thing in this equation, then let us fight for love.
I will fight for love, and then I'll raise my long axe up and pat Bert on the back of the head. All right, lass. Show us where this camp is.
Very well, we need to go overland a bit. It's not on this road. And she kind of turns to the west and begins to walk.
And as she turns to walk, I look at Bertha, or at Bjorny. You big oaf, I can't believe you're gonna fight for love.
There's no more true and ideal than that. Well, except maybe religion, but that's gotten me into trouble in the past, to be quite honest.
I just know I stay alive longer, the longer I stay with you.
True enough. I feel the same.
So you start heading over the kind of off the beaten path, and it's kind of hard going a little bit. Walking through this area, there's a lot of thickets and uneven ground and that sort of thing. Why don't you guys give me a vigilance?
What's vigilance off of? Instinct or perception?
Let's do perception. Your
All
token's
right. Good
already
luck,
up.
Bert off.
Perception is what?
Two.
Click characteristics.
It's characteristic. You have 2 in everything but strength, if I remember correctly. Or no, 2 in everything but intelligence. So it should be 2 dice.
Alright.
My man!
So as you're walking, Bertolf, you notice someone kind of like on this ledge up here.
Oh, shit.
Kind of looking down on you from about 35 feet away.
Hi, Bjarni. You see
Aye.
that fella up on that hill there?
I do.
No, I see him too. I don't know if he's friend or foe, but he's up on that hill there, and I don't like it, especially when we're escorting Miss.
Greta, we should get behind us, lass.
She nods and walks back over this way.
I'm just gonna yell out to him, Oi! What you doing up there? You skulking about?
And as you
He
say,
asked you a question.
as you say that, you see him kind of peek around the corner, and you notice he has like a javelin in his hand. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh,
So
gods!
So, you guys should be able to roll initiative. Oh wow! Oh wow!
What?
It exploded. It exploded.
Holy shit!
Where's initiative?
You have a macro. This is initiative. It's one.
Yeah,
it's a
to
third.
disengage.
It's the third one over.
Third row?
No, third actual macro. Actions,
Oh,
info,
okay.
disengage, initiative.
Holy shit! Oh, baby! Goddamn!
His exploded too.
Double explosion! Oh, he almost exploded twice. Look at that shit. We were ready. This shit.
we saw him.
Alrighty. Whoops. Okay. Bertolf. So the way this works is you have a certain amount of actions you can do. Your first macro should say action info. I suggest
Yep.
you click that. That will tell you how many actions you have per round.
I have 3.
You have 3. Your first action is called your primary action, and you can use, and there's no penalty to that action. Okay. Every time you use a subsequent action, you get more penalties. Your second action of the round is at -3. Your third is at -5, and so on. It goes on down the line. Now you can do things like react, like parry, and dodge, which counts as an action. If you have no more actions left, you can do no more defensive actions.
Okay, so you want to save actions for like defensive actions.
You can, yes. So if you move your movement rate, so I would click your characteristics again, which will tell you basically your everything you need really is in there.
My move is 4.
Your move is 4. Okay, so you can move up to a certain distance and still attack, right? Everything else is actual actions. So basically for free you can go your movement and engage. It's basically your engagement action. So
if I run, is that one action?
Yes, if you run or sprint, that's an action. Now, you do have the impetuous charge, though. So with impetuous charge, you get to. I didn't put it. Shoot, what does impetuous charge do exactly without
You
clicking?
can at the end of a runner's sprint, I think you have to pass an athletics check
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
At the end of a runner's sprint, you can finish with an attack. It's at a -3 because of
Yep.
if you're using impetuous charge.
It's a
but
level
if you
1.
hit, you do your movement
Yep.
rate and damage. So you can do that on a regular move. If you do it on a run, it's move times 2. If you do it on a sprint, it's movement times 3, and you add that to the damage amount.
Yep.
So you just fucking demolish people.
So note that going up the hill, it would be athletics -3. So not only your encumbrance, so you'd have a -6 to your roll, your
Jeez.
impetuous charge, or your athletics to do your impetuous charge. So just keep that in mind, if that's what you want to do.
Okay, so I'm not going to do the impetuous charge right now, running uphill anyways. So you're saying that this is a hill area.
Yeah, this
Okay.
this spot right. This is all hit. This is elevated.
Okay.
You can make. I mean, it's not that elevated, but 10 feet maybe.
Not
And
sheer cliff.
Yeah, not a sheer cliff. It's a gradual
But
thing.
it's still high up there.
Yes, he's still above you, looking down.
So I'm going to sprint.
Okay.
And my sprint was, what did I say it was? I had it up here just a second ago. My sprint is 12.
Okay, you should be able to move 12 units then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
When you get there, stop. Go back. It might change what you want to do. You see a few more Saxons around the bend.
It might change what you want to do. Oh, it's going to take 3 units back. Oh, shit.
So Bertolf goes, he sees the Saxon up there on the hill. Oh, I see someone standing up on that hill and he's not responding. Let me just go talk to him. And I go running around the hill, and as I come running around the hill and make this corner here, there's, well, I don't know if they're Saxons. I just said that because that's
No,
what's
that's
printed
fine.
there.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I come running around the corner, and as I come running around the corner, I see a group of them standing here, and I kind of like do the whole cartoon, kind of like stopping in the
Yeah.
dust, kicking the dirt up. Like, oh, no. Johnny, we've got more over here. and I yell to Bjarni. And I stop right there.
Okay. So then we are at. All right. So you've made your first action. Bjarni, you're up.
How many more, Berto? Hold fast, I'll be there soon. And I'm gonna... Now, would I be able to just hold my long axe in one hand while I pull my hand axe out and fling at this idiot?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stand firm and fling my hand axe, pull it off my belt, and just launch it at this guy.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do by the arm of Belimar.
Okay.
The throwing weapon.
You can do that.
See if let's see if this works here. Oh, it's not showing it.
I can tell by their helmets they're Saxons.
It's not showing what by the arm of Belimar.
Oh, it's not showing the thrown weapon on the...
That's probably because I didn't think it could be... Can you use that for a thrown weapon?
I'll double check. I think you can. If I was going to change it, if I wasn't able to. But, yeah, long two-handed pull and thrown.
Okay, so just go ahead and
I'll
just...
use for two-handed, because it's going to have that.
Yeah, if it has this,
anyway.
then that's fine.
That's not very good.
So 15, that's a miss. Let's make sure that's correct. Boop, 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 boop.
Seems
No.
right.
Yeah. Let me...
Out of the corner of his eye, Bertolf sees Bjarni throw an axe up there, and it just goes wide. Oh, wait. Yeah, it goes wide.
Yep, it basically just goes wide and sticks into the dirt.
Oh, damn it.
Hi, big guy! What are you doing?
Alright, the Saxons go. This one up here is gonna throw his javelin at Bjarni, and he's going to use a aimed shot, I think.
I may attempt to dodge this.
We can, although I think it tells you in the book you should say at the same time. I think it's kind of silly. I don't want you to waste your action if not needed. So we'll see if he hits first.
Okay.
That's definitely not a hit.
I don't think so.
No, it can't be because it's 14. It starts at 14, right?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
14 plus the physical defense. That's how it works.
I don't even know what my physical defense... Oh, wait, it's probably checking on characteristics, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. 14 plus... Holy
Yep.
shit. Okay.
This one moves up and engages and attacks Bertolf. He's going to do a power attack with his...
I definitely think they're hostile, Bjarni.
What
Yeah,
gave it
he-
away? Oh my god.
So he comes after you. Let me see something real quick. Whoops, sorry. So 38, and then whoops, 38, and it's 8, the 22. Okay, so that is a... Go back here. So 25, that's a hit. That's over by 3. Plus, so he's swinging edged. So 12, 15. What armor do you have against edged?
Hell, I don't know.
Click.
Armor, I have B7, E6, P5 clothing,
E6.
lamellar shield.
E6. Is that included as shield?
B7, E6.
Yeah, I know E6. What's Does that include his shield ghost when you
Yeah,
build
it
it?
does.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Because
So
the shield only does blunt, so.
yeah,
I
the
think.
the shield just is everything.
Oh,
It
it's
can block
everything?
it.
So it doesn't
It-
then? Because I thought
so-
it was just blunt.
So blunt is its attack value. So if you look at a shield and it says B2, that's its attack. A shield will block any piercing, blunt, or E in the same manner. So it's actually 8.
Mhm.
Okay, so 8 minus, what did I say he hit you with? 3, 12,
15 total.
15 minus 8, so you take 7 damage.
I don't get a chance to like dodge or.
Oh yes, you
parry
can.
or-
Yes, you can dodge or parry with your second action.
Is that a -2 penalty, I think? For
Minus
second?
minus 3.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, hold on one second.
That was
Did-
at -3.
Did you what did you use?
Dodge and parry. I picked
No.
dodge.
Okay, you picked dodge. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay, we'll just yeah, you're not action pointed out. No. I should have given. So that was a technically a 15. That's a fail. Okay, he hit you for 7.
Okay.
Mark that down. And I'm going to give you. So now you're at 1 action remaining for this round. So.
I guess I don't understand how this.
What do you
works, but
mean?
That's okay. That's okay.
So he swung. He got a 25 on his strength roll. You rolled. You got a 19. But this was your second action, so that's at a -3.
Maybe I factored in.
Oh, it's factored in.
Yeah, that's factored in.
Even still.
Yeah, he rolled 25.
You rolled 25. You rolled a 19.
Because you had to exceed his attack roll.
You have to meet it. Yeah.
Meet or greater, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he had an amazing roll. That's why it was tough.
Yeah. He exploded, right? If you look at
Yeah.
his roll, he had an exploding die in
He
there.
got a 10 into an 8, so I mean he hit the mother of all fucking rolls right there.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
This one moves, also attacks. All right, here we go. He's gonna do a devastating attack. Battle axe, wherever it is.
Oh my god, these guys are fucking killing it.
Yeah, he
He exploded again.
Jesus
did,
Christ.
and increased damage for reckless attack. So that's 31. Plus 9, 40. Would you like to try to dodge or parry with your last
Sure.
action?
Yeah. Might as
Oh,
well.
God.
Not that it's gonna do much good, but yeah. Hand to hand.
No.
Just straight up dodge. I don't
Do-
see a parry
dodge.
anywhere.
I would do.
If parry is your weapon skill. So
Yeah, I
if
would do
you're
parry.
so it depends on how good your strength is, right?
Well, there's not a parry.
I know. You're just rolling your weapon skill.
Yeah, do the.
That's the parry.
Or not the longsword, the long weapons.
Okay.
Because then you'll get a good bonus to it.
So where's that at?
When you pick dodge or parry, should be long weapons. I think should be something in there.
Or the weapon itself.
Oh,
Yeah.
Long sword.
long weapons,
Yeah, long weapons. Yep.
and then modifier.
Hold on. I'm no. Don't put any modifier in because I should be doing that. So this is your third.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man, that's rough.
Plus 7 minus 3. Hold on.
I I knew we shouldn't have deviated.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second here. So what's your edged armor?
8 with the shield.
8 with the shield. And I rolled a total of 40. So that's 18 damage, so that's 10 damage.
Where am I putting any of this? Oh,
I'm doing it. Just
Okay.
for the quickness of it. So you are at. So now you're have wound penalties. You're less than half, right? Yeah. So so that's 3 wound penalties. Damn it! I don't know what's wrong with my. Hold on. 1 second, sorry. Okay, so you have 3 wound penalties, and what's the you're out of actions anyway.
Yeah, I don't have any actions left.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you have 3 wound penalties now. This guy can't get that way, so he's gonna walk over here and see what's going on. And that move is his first action. All right. Bertolf has no actions, but Yarny.
I see Birdolph getting.
Yeah, you see him. Mm-hmm.
It's like, Birdo, no! And then tell Greta, stay down, stay in cover. Birdo, I'm coming. And then just we're gonna go for the full sprint into all balls impetuous charge. So
Okay.
1, we're gonna count them out.
Yeah, let me just do this real quick, make it easy for
2,
you.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You can use the line again, but if you want, but I changed it.
So I'm just fucking
Yep.
haul ass sprint. The athletics roll for that.
Yep, do
There's gonna be
athletics
an
roll.
impetuous. So it would be 40, 10 plus 7.
And it's a -3 because this is your second.
Is that gonna be factored in, or is your effect?
It'll be in your impetuous itself, not your movement. But go ahead.
Okay. So -3, or is that gonna? Because this is my second action. So.
Yeah, I just added it, so it's -3, so that's a success. So go ahead and do your impetuous impetuous charge. You just should be able to just click that thing, and I've got your action penalty set. So
Fuck them.
So what are those guys' defense? Look, that hits just
It's gonna
on.
be plus. It's gonna be plus 24
7.
damage for sprint.
So you met a long X is 10, so that's 34 damage to that guy. That kills him outright because that gets him to 0 in 1 hit.
Instead, I just sprint up and see Birdolph getting beat up, and this guy's maybe backing up and laughing because he's a dickhead Saxon, and I just smash right in the head, just split him.
Yep.
And as Birdolph's reeling from being hit, and he's grabbing his shoulder that had an axe cleaved into it, blood coming out, he reels around and sees Bjarni coming up alongside him and just smash this guy. Why? I knew you'd be here.
And as you do that, you catch out of the corner of your eye this Saxon come down here, sprinting towards Greta, and you hear her scream, "No!" The one in front of Bertolf looks and is like, that guy's not a problem. So he starts to attack Bjarni. And this is irritating. Okay, so... Okay, now he attacks Bjarni with a devastating attack. Long weapon, 0. Oh, I didn't mean unarmed, but it doesn't matter, he misses.
He tries to punch me.
Yes, tries to punch you. And then this final one kind of walks down and comes in here and moves into this guy's spot, and that's his second action. Bertolf.
I got more I could do.
Oh yeah, he's out. You're up. Yep.
My actions are done, yeah.
Yep.
The guy who just tried to swing on me, I don't like that. God damn, what's my penalty at right now?
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to remember. Here we go. Count.
Let me take them. Yeah,
it's 128. I just need to know what that second. Before you do anything, let me add your penalty. So this is your third action, correct?
Right.
So that's another. You should be at minus
9.
7 right now.
7? Okay.
No, it's not cumulative. Hold on. You need to be at -10 total. There you go. Now you can do your business. Oh, I gave it to the wrong guy. Hold on. Shit.
We're all learning here.
Yep.
Yep. That's why this is a test run.
Yep. You should be good as far as I'm. Action penalties, I have that all covered.
Okay. Well. Power attack it is, or devastating attack it is on the guy who just tried to swing on me.
Okay.
Go for it. Go all in. It's the way. Okay, well.
Oh my god. That was awful. Okay, so you miss. He kind of steps to the side. Let's give you another one of those guys. Okay, so let me see.
I'm not taking any more actions after that, probably, so I don't know how many more these guys got, but...
They can't have that many more.
Probably 3.
Yeah, they have 3. This one tries to attack. He does a classic attack.
Me or Berto?
You. Nah. All right, they'll just skip and we'll. So this guy over here, though.
I'll use a free action to tell Berto to. Berto, get to Greta. I've got these something. I was looking for an insult, couldn't find it. I got these Saxon bastards.
So this one.
I think that's a good idea. Right, good idea.
This one is like wrestling over with Greta here and starting to pull her away. All right. Let me clear everybody's markers. I believe, Berto, you are up, so you can just tell. Let me do... just don't roll anything, but you can figure out what you're going to do.
I'm gonna charge that guy who's trying to take Greta.
Okay, you can do that.
So how do I do that?
just move your dude down there because you'll be in range. I think. What's your run?
Oh, yeah, I have plenty of.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So you did that. So now you need to make an athletics roll.
Say again, a what roll?
Athletics roll.
Athletics roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, strength plus your athletics.
That is under what?
Just roll your strength plus whatever your athletics is.
So check your non-combat skills, and I think you have something in athletics.
4. So basically, what's your strength? Characteristics.
2.
It's 2.
Yep. So roll 2d10 plus 4.
Hey.
Just got it. Okay, you got there. So now just do your charge. Just click that.
Impetuous charge.
Mm-hmm. It should all be ready.
Hand to hand or my long weapon.
Whatever your weapon is.
Modifiers.
No modifiers.
And long sword. Oh my god.
I don't understand.
-8, -2, -3. What?
I don't understand.
-8. -3. Let me look. Hold on.
That's weird.
That's weird. Try roll it again.
So impetuous charge. Long weapon.
Yeah.
Submit. Modifier. Nothing. Submit. Weapon. Longsword.
Oh, you have wound penalty of 3.
Oh shit.
So, but you should still not. You should have a negative. Okay, so it says -8.
So,
What's it -8 for? Total encumbrance.
Could be encumbrance. Maybe,
That total
but...
encumbrance is still there. That's not supposed to be there. So it's that's actually a 20. Because the -3 is actually encumbrance penalty. 1 -3 for impervious charge. 1 -3 for wound penalty.
So
-9. It's got one of those hangovers from. Let me fix it. So basically you have a 20, and that I believe misses. Yes, that missed by 1.
So he takes off across the ground there. Bjarni said to go help Greta, and holding his shoulder that's still bleeding, with one hand, his sword in the other hand, he starts huffing across the ground. "Oh, you leave her alone!" And he raises his sword up, and as he gets over there, he kind of stumbles a little bit, and his sword goes, fumbling forward as he gets up next to Greta, but doesn't make contact with the person who is trying to take her.
Okay. Go ahead, Bjarni.
Devastating attack looks good on the guy to my left.
Okay. Trying to beat a 21.
I did.
Holy shit.
Wow. I fucking exploded 3 times.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so 42. Okay, so let me look at this.
He's dead.
So that's 21, 33, 43 minus 20. No, I already did that. So that's 43 damage. Yeah, that guy's dead.
Head off, flying across the field. Jesus fucking Christ, what have I done?
This guy is looking not so happy. He attacks with a devastating attack and prays. Swings his battle axe at you.
No.
No. No.
Jesus Christ.
Even still, I think he has too many action penalties. No, he has no action, so I don't know what the -3 is. Whatever. Okay. Oh, it's good. No. It's
devastating.
Yeah, devastating tech. Okay. So, all right. Bertolf, you're up again. Or actually, this guy's up. He sees you come around the corner and he attacks you back, doing a power attack this time with his battle axe.
That might miss.
That is definitely a miss. It's versus 22. It's a whiff.
So as he swings it for me, I easily swat his battle axe away with my sword.
Mm-hmm. Bertolf is up.
And then as I swat it away, I immediately counterattack.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna give you your action penalty. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I immediately counterattack with a classic attack.
Okay.
I kind of put my left foot behind me and my right foot in front of me and lean into the attack as I kind of come in mid torso to hit him.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, encumbrance and wounds are killing you.
That wound's hurting.
Yeah, he is able to step aside.
And as the weight of my gear bears down on me and the blood trickles down my left arm, I realize I'm not fighting to the best of my abilities.
That was a rough first round to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's fucking kill this guy too, I guess. I mean, why not?
Let me give you your penalty. Okay, you're good.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and sign
You're
off.
good. You're good.
Okay. No, lives.
Yeah, that's a whiff. So you miss. He's able to get out of the way. All right, and then the Saxons go. We'll start the guy versus Bjarni attacks with a power attack. Long weapon. Battle axe. No. I don't even think I gave him the right penalty either. Whoops. So sure didn't. This one attacks. Yeah. Attacks Bertolf with a classic attack. Battle axe. No.
So Bertolf plants his feet, and as the sword comes in, or the axe comes in towards him, even though he's bleeding and his shoulder is hurt, he smacks the axe away with his shield.
Mm-hmm. You're at 2 as well, right? Okay. Bertolf.
Bertolf, seeing that he's having a difficult time, decides that he's going to go ahead and kind of try one more time. After smacking the axe away with his shield, he pivots around to his left and comes in one more time with his sword against this guy, hoping to strike true.
God damn.
Yeah, that's the third. I mean, that's a -10 right there, right?
Yeah.
And he's
They're
like
tough.
huffing and puffing, and he's trying to catch his breath with the strength leaving his arm, and he doesn't know if he has it in him anymore.
Bjarni.
Try a power attack this time. Bjarni's gonna wind up, not as hard as he has been because he missed this guy. He's getting tired of fighting this guy. He hears the commotion back there and needs to get back there.
I think Sim wants in.
Might be a good time to give Bertolf a spot.
some random ass guy running in with a sword.
Oh God, I'm fucking sucking it.
They're not gonna attack any longer. Are we done with that round?
Yeah.
You guys gonna continue to attack? Okay.
I'm not. I'm just gonna hurt myself at this point.
Yeah. All right, so Bertolf, you're going to be up. Give me just a second to clear all this. All right, you're free to do what you will, Bertolf.
Are we back up to the top of the round?
Yep, new round.
Bertolf, kind of winded, and his left shoulder kind of hung low and limping as he holds his shield. He throws his shield down.
Okay. Give yourself a +2 on all your attacks, then.
He throws his shield down and says,
Actually, a +3.
You dog, attacking a woman in the dust here. Die! And he does a classic attack.
Yep, +3 to your attack. To negate that.
Against this person who kind of came up against this young, comely female when he shouldn't have. Because she is in our protection.
Oh no!
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
There's a ++. That's why it fucked up the whole roll.
That's weird.
See, at the end, because that would have been a 9, 6, 15, 22. That would have been a 19, right? Because the 3s would have canceled out.
Yep. 15, 22 minus. Yep, that's still a miss.
Just barely. Saxons are rough.
And he kind of lunges forward with it. You bastard! And he swings and he misses, and he's just kind of out of breath. You stay away from her. And he brandishes his sword and he holds it up between him and the woman.
Bjarni, you're up.
It's time to go by the arm of Belimar.
All right. This is the time to do it, I think.
Not super impressive, but
it's a hit. So that is, let's see, 23 plus 10, 33 plus 2, 35. That's 1 over his defense. So that's, hold on, I'm confused now. 1, 11, 13. That's 13 damage. Yeah. So that's a pretty good shot. Oh, not counting the soak though. Hold on. This soak is for edge, so he takes 5 damage. So you cut him, but not incredibly hard, if you will. It's their turn. The one does a devastating attack on Mr. Berto.
Oh no.
long with a battle axe.
Oh my god, you're having shit luck, Berto.
2 plus, that's 11 plus, that's 20 minus your armor. Your armor is 6, so 5. So you're
I'm
at
going to
6.
attempt to parry.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. For sure.
Oh, Berto.
Let me take 5.
Jesus.
And he tries to parry, and as he tries to parry, the axe kind of like just forces the sword off to the side as he takes a slight hit to the right arm, his sword arm.
Mm-hmm.
And he curses the gods.
So that other Saxon does a devastating attack versus Bjarni. Miss.
It's that pagan luck, man.
Jesus
I'll tell you.
Christ.
I said my prayers this morning with that chicken. Go ahead, Berto. Jesus.
Bertol just kind of huffing and puffing and bleeding and whatever. He's barely holding his sword up, and he tells Greta, Get further away, miss. Lass. Get further away," as he steps between Greta and the assailant.
Okay.
And
Where'd he go?
"You shall not have her this day. No, not this day or any other day." And blood just pouring out of, not pouring, but just dripping from, both arms. And his shield is lying on the ground, and his sword is kind of hung low. "You'll have to get through me first." And he's going to stand there and wait to see what happens.
Okay. Bjarni.
Oh, I just need to kill this guy. God damn it. Devastating attack. Just die already!
That should probably do it. Let's see. So 26, that's 4 more than. So that's 4 to start. 14. 26 minus. 26 minus 7, 19. Not quite. That hurts him pretty bad. What did I say it was? 18? Is that what I said it was?
Yeah, 22 minus whatever, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, you chop him badly. This guy has wound penalties now. I'm gonna his wound penalties are so bad he just kind of on his turn attempts to disengage actually.
I don't think so, Saxon.
No, we can't get away.
Not so fast.
This Saxon attacks Bertolf again with a classic attack.
I believe in you, Berto.
That's a miss.
And with his sword kind of hovering low, his strength weakening, the Saxon comes in with his axe, and Bertolf kind of knocks it away. "Is that all you've got? Is that everything you've got? Well, you better pray to your gods if that's all you've got."
Okay. It's Berto. Do you want to do something?
If that's all you've gotten, as he knocks it away, you better pray to your gods. And then he lunges forward at him.
Mm-hmm.
What's
What?
worse? What is going to be worse for me? An aimed attack or a classic attack?
Aimed
Or
attack
power
uses
or
perception.
precision attack, or
Precision attacks and aimed attacks use they use perception, but they can bypass armor and stuff like that. Classic attack gives you no negative modifiers.
That's what I'm looking for. No
And
negative
agility
modifiers.
Now, power attack also gives you no negative modifiers, but that's for strength, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it just depends if you want to use strength or agility.
I think my strength and my agility are the same,
So it doesn't matter.
so it doesn't really matter. And as I lunge forward, I put all my power behind my left foot, and I attempt to attack him. Oh, and I'm so exhausted as I lunge forward. I just immediately just like, oh,
Yeah, I give you a +3. You get a +3 in that roll, but yeah,
God, man, just die.
I probably should have. In hindsight, if I do pre-gens for this again, I'm going to give somebody a stat of 3 and something that's combat related. Because holy fuck, I did not think it was going to be this bad.
Yeah.
My God.
Bjarni, you're up. If you want to go again, it's when you take these secondary actions it all starts to get very difficult.
But if you have 3 dice, you can probably take another one reliably. So in hindsight,
Yeah.
I probably should have gave you another one in agility, Doc. So it's partially my fault that your shit stinks, right?
Well, God
it's
damn you!
It's that and the Saxons who fucking crit you back to back. Who exploded.
Yeah,
back to
you
back.
you probably have more wound penalties than I actually have given you. Honestly, I don't know if you're
I've
fourth.
had I've had 3 crits against me.
Yeah, he's been fucked
Yeah.
to death. Power attack.
Okay.
That's
I
probably
give
miss.
the -5. That is a miss. Okay.
It's so bad that I'm opening my 4th beer right now.
Bertolf, you're up. So go ahead, get him.
Maybe that's why you're missing.
yeah, that's it.
You were
Bertolf,
day drinking.
he's out of breath. He's bleeding from both shoulders, and his shield is on the ground that he's kind of like kicked out of his way because he's trying to parry and kind of like move back and forth, and it's in his way. And he's just kicked it out of the way because he doesn't even care anymore. It's like, you aren't going to get the best of me. And he makes an attack that he doesn't think that he can even make anymore, but he's like, this is it. It's you or it's me.
Oh shit.
It's you. That's a +3 to that roll, but it doesn't matter.
16.
Yeah.
Man.
And he swings as hard as he can overhead. And as he swings overhead, it just comes down on the ground next to the guy.
Jeez,
like,
your rolls have been awful.
For God's sake!
Really awful.
For God's sake!
Okay, Bjarni, go ahead.
Jesus. I feel so horrible. Alright. Well, I think I was going to do a power attack because I don't think I need to do it devastating when he's
Yeah,
almost
he's
dead.
only got 9 left.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to do a nice, tough swing to the midsection and just fucking end this man already. Just get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's enough. That's 1. That's 11, 14. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, 1, 11. 15 minus. Is it enough?
Oh my god.
Technically, he would be at 1, but I'm just gonna kill him.
You guys! Bust open his rib cage and
Yeah, he slides off your blade, dead.
gods be damned for that one. Boto, I'm coming!
Alright, so this guy is going to devastating attack Berto, try to put him down so he can get to the chick.
No whammies. Oh, yes!
Now it's just a shit roll.
In kind of a half-dazed haze, he sees the axe coming in, and he's holding his longsword somewhat upside down, and just kind of like moves it to the left and bashes the axe away.
Alrighty. Bertolf, kill this man, or at least hurt him. He's not been hurt yet.
And as he bashes the axe away, he tries to come around on the right-hand side with his blade, and tries to hit him, but he knows that he's so wounded and he's so weak right now that the chances of that are low, but at the same time he knows he has to do it.
Oh god. Jesus Christ.
Don't do the +3.
Yes.
Are you actually putting the plus sign in?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
don't do that.
Oh,
don't
because
do
you
that.
told me it was a +3 bonus.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
just put a 3.
a +3 and just a 3 at both
Because
positive,
if you
so.
put +3 in the
yeah.
in the bonus thing, it breaks the chain.
Okay.
So
So
let's
it's
look at this.
22.
12.
It'd still be a mess.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
god. Yeah, I should have gave him 3 dice.
All right, so that's a miss, Bjarni. Go save this man.
Impetuous charge.
Figured. Athletics.
Oh shit.
Action penalty is already in effect, so
It's 3.
2. It's already set for you. It's already
Okay.
set.
40, 10 plus 7 minus
Yeah.
2.
Yep. Don't do the negative. Oh yeah, you can do the negative. Yep. Because it's
So let's do plus 5. Is
For
it
what?
is it minus 2 or minus 3?
for the -2 for action penalty.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, so now just do your normal roll. Don't use any modifiers.
Oh shit.
Yeah. What's that -3? Oh, that's the
That's
impetus
from
charges.
the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just missed. Oh man, that's a pretty good roll too.
That -3 got me.
Yeah.
The action penalty. No, it's -3 that got me, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, so he sees Bjarni and he is a little concerned, but he attacks Bertolf because why
Weak.
not?
Weak.
Classic attack on weapons, battle axe. No.
And as he comes in, Bertolf with like the most weak swing sees him, and he kind of like rolls his eyes just a little bit as he knocks the axe away with his longsword.
Okay. Bertolf, would you like to try to attack again?
Yes, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Bertolf is like, how dare you do this to me? But not really how dare you, I guess. And he just kind of like It's almost like a little kid throwing a ball. That's how he swings his sword forward, just kind of like, and no real aim, no real purpose. He just kind of like, and swings it forward.
Yep.
Jesus.
Bjarni, would you like to try to kill this man?
I'd like to devastating attack this man.
Okay.
I would like to miss this man.
Yep. Okay. And you do. And he is not going to attack again because I don't think he can. Well, might as well. He's going to try to classic attack Bertolf again. Why not? No, he does not.
And then with the weakest of deflections, Bertolf just kind of like clink, knocks it away. He's obviously getting tired. I'm obviously tired. We've been sitting here going back and forth. Both of us are weak. Both of us are tired. And with little effort, I just kind of like knock his axe away. You bastard! You bastard! Now you will face the wrath of my friend.
All right. Any more actions this round?
Oh no, I don't think I could hit him if I tried.
All right. Bertolf, you're up
Pretty
again.
tough.
I'm saving myself for defense.
Okay, you can do that. Let me make sure I clear this. Go ahead, Bjarni.
It's devastating attack, of course. How could it be anything else? Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's a miss by 1.
Oh, God.
He turns around and attacks you now. Devastating attack. Long blade. Relax.
Touched by the gods.
Miss.
Unbelievable.
Bertolf, you're up.
And as he swings at Bjarni, how dare you, cur! And he uses the opportunity as he swings at Bjarni to go ahead and try and get a strike in against him.
Okay. That hits.
Yes!
Okay, so that's 2, 7, 7. His armor soaks the whole thing.
Oh.
He has E7 armor.
Oh, God.
And as he strikes at Bjarni, how dare you, cur! And I go and I hit him, and I just feel a clank as I hit him in the side. God damns you!
All right, Bjarni, please kill this guy.
I'm trying so hard. It's another devastating. Fuck my ass. I can't do it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
So we'll just say you killed him because I don't want to be here all night. I got the point. So you bring your long axe down on his shoulder and take him out. Finally.
Yeah, I should have made Bertolf a bit tougher with the attacks, to be honest. I should have gave next time.
We didn't know.
3 stats. Yeah, definitely gonna get. If you don't have a bare minimum 3 in a combat stat, I feel like maybe you shouldn't fight people.
and Bertolf drops down to one knee, and he's breathing heavily. And he looks down at his shield on the ground, and he kind of like weakly reaches for his shield and brings it up next to his side. kind of dragging it towards him.
And hold out my hand for him. Come on, Berto. You did well. You held him. That
And
was
then
a tough fight.
he looks at Bjarni, and he's like, oh, I don't know where you've been up until now. But I've saved this young lass because you've been fooling around somewhere else. You're lucky you have me.
Of course. You're my good luck, Berto. Come on now. And put my hand out. Come on.
Help me up now, big guy. Help me up.
I'll just stow my axe and pick him up with 2 hands.
She says, "We can get you aid in the camp."
Maybe next time. Maybe next time you could do a little more to help me out here. I've had to fight these off myself here.
Oh, the lass isn't armed now, Berto. She's not got a speck of martial training.
Well, I was talking to you, big guy.
Oh.
Oh.
Right.
And then he kind of rubs his shoulders, kind of blood coming down. Oh, see these wounds? Do you see what's going on here? This is all because we've deviated from our plans.
No, Berto, these sections have probably been looking for her for quite some time.
Oh,
They probably would have
yes.
attacked us at any point.
Oh, no. None of this is in the name of love. None of it. Oh, my God.
Come now, Berto. You're upset because you're hurt. Come on. You want me to carry you?
Gods damn you. And he pushes him away. You're not going to carry me into any village.
All right.
And he grabs his shield and he holds it up and starts walking off.
Are you okay, lass? Were you hurt?
And she, "No, yes, I'm fine. Just a little shaken up. I'm sorry." And
It's all right.
she's like, "We're not far now. I can't believe these brutes were here." And she just shakes her head and moves as quickly as she can. Generally, this way. And she takes you, and you walk for another hour or two, and you come to what appears to be a camp. As you get there are guards by the gate, but she basically runs up to it and knocks on it quite feverishly. And this gentleman, the gates get thrown wide open, and this guy in front of you runs up to it, and they embrace in this hug. And he's like, "Oh, my sweet Greta, I can't believe you came to me. Finally, we can abscond from this place." And he just kind of looks over at you two, seeing Bertolf very beat up and Bjarni being Bjarni.
Picking my nose, probably.
He's like, "Who are these gentlemen?" She says, "They're the ones who helped me get here. Fought through 4 Saxons, I don't remember." And he gives you a slight bow. "Well then, come in."
Oi, we need food and drink. We need rest. And I need some patching up. If you have anyone who can mend a wound, that would be wonderful right about now.
"Of course." And he leads you in and brings you over to some tents.
Any buckets of water? I've got blood and dust on my face.
And he kind of looks at you sidelong and nods. I'll see to it. Come on, Greta. And she starts to walk off with him, leaving you two alone.
can you believe this? We brought her so she could hang out with some pretty man.
Well, if that's who she loves, then that's who she loves.
Her father's gonna kill us.
He's not even gonna know for quite some time. We could both be out of country or far away from his domain. It'll be fine.
You don't think that he's gonna put a contract out on us? Our names are not gonna be good in this country anymore. At least not in this region. Her father's gonna kill us if he gets a chance.
There's war everywhere, Bertolf. We'll be fine.
There's war everywhere. Yes, there's war everywhere. Well, we might as well just make all of our decisions based on that. There's war everywhere. So let's just do the dumbest thing we can do, because there's war everywhere. Thanks, Bjarni, thanks.
Berto, you know you could have left at any time if you feel like I'm leading you astray. I'm kind of standing up a bit, getting a bit serious. I don't want to keep you if you don't want to be around me, I understand. I'm sorry I let you down back there.
Let me down? You're lucky you're still alive. I fought that Saxon off for so long. You didn't get killed. You're lucky. You are so lucky. I fought him off tooth and nail. I even dropped my shield, fought him off with my sword.
I don't doubt your effort, Berto. I saw you when I was fighting the Saxons up the hill. It was heroic, it was, truly.
Well, I'm glad you noticed. I just am afraid that this girl's father's gonna send assassins after us because we didn't do what he wanted us to do. That's all. I just don't want to see anything happen to you, big guy.
Oh, I'll be fine. People try to kill me all the time. Never seems to work.
Well, you're lucky you have me around.
Aye, you're my good luck charm, Berto. Where's that healer about to help you?
I don't know. Let's go find him. Let's go find that healer.
So as you're talking, Greta, you can see her approaching you with another person walking in your direction. And that person... looks like a younger man, probably in his teens perhaps, with very red hair.
Oh my god.
And he, oh, these are the ones? And he nods and he's, go ahead, Ginger. And he walks over and, who's hurt?
Oh, my friend here. Pat Bertolf on the head.
And despite the pain he's in, and despite everything else going on, he looks at Bjarni and he just laughs. He's like, "Oi, Bjarni! Look at the demon in this one.
Oh, God.
He's full of demon. Look at him. Just look at him. Full of demon."
I'm just gonna rub my forehead. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. He's a bit touched. He's a bit wounded. He don't mean nothing by it.
And he just walks over and he's like, well, lay back so I can give you some assistance.
Oh my God. Is this demon going to try and help me? Oh my God.
He's like, take off your shirt, sir.
Oh no! Bjarni, are you serious?
Berto, do what he says now. You hurt badly. This the healer. Don't be rude to him.
And then Berto, he just kind of like, he rolls his eyes and shakes his head. Oh, if this demon takes my soul, I'm blaming you, Bjarni. I'm blaming you. And he kind of like takes his shirt off and lies down on whatever cot is available for this
Yeah.
demon.
Oh my god.
he has this like this clay bowl, and he begins to pack your wounds with some salve, and put like basically the top of it is like a leaf, big wet leaf, and he wraps it up, and he does it all without saying really anything, and eventually walks off, and he looks at the other guy with the beard and says, "They'd be ready to move whenever you like, my lord." And he kind of walks off, and the bearded fellow, "I'm Rollo," he says. "And if you want to escape Greta's father's wrath, you should leave soon."
I would like to leave soon, but you've got demons putting bandages on me. Can I leave soon, even though demons are working on me?
I think his work's done.
Yeah,
He
he walked off.
And he fucked off.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we can, again, my friend's a bit delirious, but, a few moments to wash off my face so I'm not covered in blood and mud, and then we'll be on our way.
Oh, wait, Bajorni, wait!
Eh?
Yes, we might be delirious, and yes, you might have demons in your employ, but that doesn't change the fact we've been offered silver pieces, and I think you ought to keep up with that.
Oh yeah, and Bjarni will snap his fingers. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Greta did say that we might receive a payment when we get here. We
That's
did
right.
deviate from what we were supposed to take, some lord or something or another. All for love mainly, but my friend does want to get paid.
Well, no, Greta said for the sake of love, we would get 3 silver pieces each.
And she's standing fairly close, and she just shakes her head. She says,
That's
2.
what she said.
He's like, "I can give you 3 silver each. No need to get in a huff." And
Well, all right. Well, 3. Wait, 3. Did I say 3 silver? No, she said 4 silver. That's what she said.
and he's like,
Shake my head.
yeah, he's like, "If you don't like 3, I can trade you out with more healing from my demon."
Oh no. You can keep your demon. We'll take the 3 silver. You can keep your demon.
Like, "Very well, Greta, go get the money." And she walks off, and he walks over to you, and
So, out of curiosity, sir, who exactly are you? Just so I knows I'm not leaving Greta with some strange man.
She kissed him. Why else do we need to know anything else? She kissed the man. Obviously, she's in love with him.
I'd like to know who I'm dealing with is all. Make sure I did this for the right reasons.
And he nods, and he's like, "Very well, I don't have a problem with telling you who I am. I was once the Duke of these lands before Frederick came, and my family sold me out."
Well, that's just cold now, that is. Cold, I tell you.
And you and Greta happened upon one another, or?
Well, it was not always wars between the dukes. We were at court many times together, and I grew to know Greta as she was raised and grew older. She even sat on my lap as a child.
Well, that sounds a little inappropriate, but we're not here to judge. Where's that silver?
You had to throw that in. Fucking degenerate.
That was really hard to say.
Yeah.
Wrong.
That sounds like something they would say back then, though.
Eventually she comes back out with the payment. So
Sure the two of you will be okay. I know the Duke's going to be quite upset.
Well, we don't plan on staying here either. And he looks at both you and he's like, maybe when this one sobers up or comes out of his delirium, you could perhaps work for us.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know your name. You haven't given me your name.
And then he kind of like elbows Bajarni. Who's he talking about?
He's talking about you, Bertolf. He's thinking about hiring you.
Me?
Well, he like kind of looks away. Mostly you, big man. If this one has to come, then fine. Greta told me he didn't do much against the Saxons.
Didn't do much. Didn't do much. She's only alive here today because of how much I did.
Bertolf's a fine fighter, much finer than me. I'm what's the word for it? Honored, I think, by your offer, sir. But I think I'll be going home after this. Don't want to tarry too much longer here. I miss my home.
Well, where is your home? We need to flee this place soon, me and mine. We could use some guards as we travel across Francia.
Well, I plan to board a ship back to get to... Is it Breton or Britain?
Britannia. Britannia.
Plan to board a ship back to Britannia soon.
Ah. Well, you'll have to go west then.
That where you'll be going?
Sounds as good as any. I could use to go west, sure.
Well,
Anywhere to get away from Cologne.
better to travel together, I say.
He nods, and I have about a half dozen people here that could use some protecting as well. We should all leave perhaps tomorrow. Let your men rest here.
Indeed. Not to impose or anything, but you happen to have any chicken?
He nods and he's like, you look like a man that could eat quite a few chicken. I'll see what we have and put him on the spit.
Thank you. And a leg for my friend as well, for whenever he's more out of his delirium.
And he looks at Bertolf and nods and he's like, fine. Just rest for the night. We'll be leaving tomorrow, midday or so. No rush.
And then Bertolf elbows Bajarni. Didn't do much. Didn't do much.
Oh,
Does she understand she would have no breath now if I didn't do much?
And as you two are complaining in the tent, the screen fades to black, and the episode ends.
That was good.